Billie Jean, I got that click clack. All these rap sleep. Well, I am that alarm. Get off snooze. Or they think that I'm off cause I got a short fuse. If I hit them with the bars, but they gon' bruise. Ooh, cause while they poking, they really tripping for nothing. I'm not the type to love them. I take your money over. I'ma hate these niggas with child support. Carried you for 9 months, that's child support. And you couldn't even have my back support. Hold me down like a steam. Just trying to get me. Hit him with the timing, make nigga go go. If you would think she gave me, by the way, I make her choke. Billie Jean, not your chick, but you hit me right back. And you took me on them trips. Then you loved up on me and called me baby. I guess this thing got to do acting crazy. Billie Jean, not
hey
your
guys,
chick.
it's Kingofpopradio. Look who I'm with.
I'm Prince, this is Kingofpopradio.
Crazy. MJ, King of Pop. You talk about him and you getting click clack, all these rap sleep. Well, I am that alarm, get off snooze. Or they think that I'm off cause I got a short fuse. If I hit them with the bars, but they gon' bruise. Ooh, cause while they poking, they really tripping for nothing. I'm not the type to love them. I take your money over. I'ma hate these niggas with child support. Carried you for 9 months, that's child support. And you couldn't even have my back support. Hold me down like a steam. Just trying to get me. Hit him with the timing, make nigga go go. If you would think she gave me, by the way, I make her choke. Billie Jean, not your chick, but you hit me right back. And you took me on them trips. Then you loved up on me and called me baby. I guess this thing got to do acting crazy. Billie Jean, not
Hey
your
guys,
chick.
it's Kingofpopradio. Look who I'm with.
I'm Prince, this is Kingofpopradio.
Crazy. MJ, King of Pop. You talk about him and you getting pop. I said I'm
Okay. All right. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Okay. I was trying to put the intro in there, y'all. I don't know how it's looking or what the fuck is giving, bitch. But bitch, yeah. I mean, I guess like we ain't gonna do this all day. How is everybody doing? What the fuck is up? What is the tea? Can you guys hear me? Is everything okay? Is everything all right? Okay. So, I'm going to change this lighting because it's kind of bothering me a bit. How the fuck is everybody doing? What is going on? How is your Monday? How is your Monday going? So, today's, girl, I don't even have the microphone. It's all the way over here. Today is going to be a little bit different, you know, something a little bit more like, I would say on a serious note, right? Why is there a glare on Michael's picture? Bitch, okay, so today's going to be a little bit more on the serious note because I wanted to kind of give you guys, I get so frustrated with hair. I'm sorry, y'all know me. I'm a perfectionist. So if I'm like playing in hair and makeup on this live, bitch, then that's just what the fuck the tea is because, bitch, this is one of my favorite wigs and this light ain't giving what it's supposed to be giving. Okay, so can't stay long, but I'm happy. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy you're here too, boo. I'm happy you're here too. I'm happy you could join, and I appreciate you. Bitch, the lipstick get on my motherfucker. Bitch, anyways. Hey, Nikki, how you doing? Hey, Kayla. Hey, girl, it's going. Hope yours is awesome. So happy to finally be on a live of yours when it's actually live. Well, I'm glad that you're here because this topic it's real deep for me. So, like, if I end up cutting the camera off at any point, y'all, it's just because this one is a little bit more touchy for me. So this live is obviously about, you guys saw the thumbnail, it is about how Michael Jackson saved my life, right? Now, I know what you guys may be thinking, like, girl, how the fuck, what? Like, Michael Jackson, you never even met him. Like, what is you talking about? What is the tea? Like, girl, you never even met Michael. How the fuck he gonna save your life? Well, I'm gonna give you guys the whole backstory on this, because obviously this is like a little story time, whatever. So, without further ado, here's my story. And if I get shot and stuff like that, like y'all, if I get shot and stuff, like that's just this is a lot for me. Okay, so don't excuse me if I get shy. Hey, Kayla. Hey, babe. Hey, Sarah. So, okay. Where do I start, child? Where do I start? So, I feel like we've all kind of been there. Okay, wait. Let me get my shit together. Let me pull my shit together. Can y'all still hear me? You guys? I'm getting nervous just thinking about talking about this. This is why I'm getting all shy and stuff. Okay, so we've all been at that place in our lives where we just kind of hit like rock bottom, right? And I don't want to be dramatic, and I don't want to give this situation that much credit. I really don't. But you know, it is what the fuck it is. Whatever the fuck happened is what the fuck happened, bitch, and that's just the scene. Okay. So I'm gonna turn my camera back on in a second. So where do I start? You know, I just feel like Michael has brought me so much understanding in life. You know what I'm saying? I still have a lot of questions about things I do, but I feel like Michael kind of helps me be able to accept things a little bit more. So there I am with that. I'm sorry, just give me 1 second, you guys. Let me set up this. I should have had this set up before, but y'all know a bitch is ghetto, so whatever. She said, I related to your title. I really do. I also have a whole backstory. Yes, you guys, and I'm going to put the call-in number at the end of the live so you guys can call in and give your stories. Okay. So, okay, good, bitch. I need some music for a vibe. Let me know if the instrumental is too loud also, and if I sound too low. Okay, so it was a few years ago. I felt like everything was just kind of hitting me like back to back, right? So I'm just gonna make a long story short, and I don't want to go like too much in details, but I'm just gonna say what it is. Okay, so it was a few events that really took me to a place where I was just like, I felt like I didn't have nothing. I didn't have nobody. I felt like nobody cared, you know, and unfortunately, these are just, when you're at those low points in your life, these are the thoughts that run through your head, although you have a huge support team behind you. You know what I'm saying? You got your family, you got your friends. But when you hit that point, it's like no returning. You know what I'm saying? So, I felt so underaccomplished. I felt like everything I wanted to do, I felt like it would just fail every single time. And the people that I loved and that I you know, okay, let me be very clear. We all love our families, right? Our families is our top priority. But sometimes your family doesn't know you the way maybe they think they do. You know what I'm saying? So, your friends, especially your best friends, know you the most. And so I'm kind of going to start with, well, no, I'm not going to start with that, but it's a strand of events. So, first, I lost my grandmother. Like, my grandmother was literally like so hilarious, you guys. You don't understand. This was the funniest lady I ever met in my life. Like, she was so fucking funny. I would come home from school, she would make me crack up. You know what I'm saying? But my grandmother was diagnosed with Alzheimer's at a very young age. Well, at least what I consider it to be young. So she was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. So with Alzheimer's, everybody knows it's like one of those situations where it's like, oh my God, like I don't want to sound like insensitive. My grandmother was funny, okay? You know what I'm saying? So even when she had the Alzheimer's, she was still funny. So it's like, girl, what did you talk about? Like, that's my grandma. She's so crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like that light in my life was taken away. It's like, I get it. You know, she was in her 80s and everything like that. So obviously, and I knew she had the Alzheimer's. So it was like that time was eventually coming, right? But for some reason, it was just so unexpected when she passed. Like, I was just like, wait, what? Like, I just didn't know how to handle it. So it happened like this. I was her home attendant at the time. So I was taking care of her, and I woke up one morning. I put my uniform on, you know, got dressed, everything, brushed my teeth, yada yada, whatever. Put my uniform on, and I go in her room, you know, to check on her. So I go in the room, and you know, I'm looking at my mom. I'm like, why is she not up yet? You know, usually my grandmother would be up, like making noise, shouting, help, help. You know, when y'all see me tell these stories and stuff like that, some of this shit is my real life. Like, this really happened. So she will be up 3-4 o'clock in the morning screaming and yelling that she's on top of this roof and somebody trying to push her off. And you got to be like, Grandma, like, no, I'm right here. Like, I'm with you. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But that's a part of the Alzheimer's. So I was surprised she wasn't up. My mom, you know, she didn't think about it because she's like, okay, she resting, girl. Like, she always rests. You know, once in a while, she do rest a little bit longer or whatever, take her little naps. So we didn't really think too much about it. But then we kind of looked at each other like, wait a minute. Okay, she don't sleep this long. You know, so then we looked at each other and we like, okay, bitch, wait a minute. So we go over there. We're like, hey, you know, Grandma, girl, get your ass up. Grandma, get your ass up. And she wouldn't wake up, okay? So she passed in her sleep, which, although it was hard, I don't want to say I would prefer somebody to pass in their sleep, because that, bitch, you don't know what happens when you die or whatever the case may be. That might be a horrible death. I don't fucking know. But I am, in a sense, happy that it happened that way. Like, it obviously was very graceful, because I don't remember her like screaming and yelling that night. So she went gracefully, I believe. But that's one event that like kind of triggered me to go into this downhill depression, right? So we were shaking her, trying to wake her up, and she just wouldn't wake up. She was gone. We felt her head. She was cold. Her chest was cold. Everything. Her only thing that was warm were her legs. So obviously she passed in her sleep. We called the ambulance and everything like that, and you know, they pronounced her dead. So that was one event that kind of like started my depression. The second event, to kind of like spiral my depression was my weight loss and my weight gain. So as long as I could remember, I would always fluctuate with weight, right? So like from the time I was a kid till now, I would gain 15 pounds, I would lose 30. I would gain 10 pounds, I would lose 5. Like, my weight always fluctuated. So I was always, you know, 1 minute it's, girl, you lost weight. The next minute it's like, oh, girl, you need to slow down. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, especially in high school and stuff like that, going into college, I just felt like I had to be a bad bitch all the time. And it's like, yo, I felt like if I had any fucking weight on me, that I was disgusting. You understand? So, and the thing is, it was so easy for me to gain weight. It was so easy, bitch. I could eat an apple for the whole day. I could eat one apple, bitch. The next day, I'm going to gain 25 pounds. It's that fucking dramatic. Okay? It's that dramatic. So that was also a part of my depression. I'm like, oh my God, everything I do, my weight keeps fluctuating. You know what I'm saying? So that it's like I lost my grandmother. I can't lose weight, or I'm losing too much weight and then I'm gaining it back. Like it was just, it was fucking frustrating. It was frustrating. You know what I'm saying? So that was a part of it. And I don't want to sound dramatic when I say this next part. And I don't, you know, to this day, I don't have anything against this person, and I still love them very much. So if they ever see this, just know that I still love you and I have nothing against you. I just hate that things ended the way that they did. Girl, you and me both look at food and gain 25 pounds. Girl, I'm telling you, it's so fucking annoying. Like, people think, oh, you big by choice. No, bitch. I can eat nothing and still gain weight. Some of y'all don't understand. I'm not one of those people that just eat everything. I literally don't even get a chance to eat the shit I want to. I just gain weight and the weight just maintains. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I have to work extra hard and I have to starve myself practically to lose weight. And on top of that, I have PCOS, which is something we'll talk about in another video. I hope y'all can still hear me. Can y'all hear me well? Like, I know the music is playing and everything. Okay, it's not too loud. Okay, so on top of having PCOS, you know what I'm saying? So that made my weight even fluctuate even worse. You know what I'm saying? Like some of y'all noticed, last year I lost 30 pounds and I gained it back, and it's not because I did anything differently. You know what I'm saying? So whatever. So that was a part of my depression and feeling like I had to be perfect and I had to look beautiful all the time and I had to be sexy all the time because, you know, in high school I was just known for being that over sexualized girl, if you want to say, like you know, obviously, you know, no shade, I'm just a pretty girl. So but for me, I had to be pretty and sexy all the time. So it's like that was always stuck in my head. Like, you gotta be perfect, you gotta be sexy, you have to be this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was another thing. Okay. Now at this time, I've always been a Michael fan. I've always been a Michael fan. But it's like when these events happen, it's like I sort of forgot about Michael because I was just so depressed. I would just linger in that depression, and I couldn't see anything else besides the fact that I felt like I didn't deserve to be here. So, hold on one second, y'all. So that happened, and I was talking about the person. I'm sorry, I jumped from like topic to topic. Okay, so my best friend at the time. Okay, like I said, I love her still to this day. I don't know where our friendship went wrong, but I know I'm not perfect, and I know I made a lot of mistakes and everything like that. So, my best friend, she got to a point. So, okay, here's the thing. When my grandmother passed, two more events happened after that kind of really, like I said, sparked the depression. My relationship and losing my best friend. But I'm going to start with my best friend because that one I feel like hurt me the most. So at some point, my best friend, you know how people just find a point in their life where they kind of grow and, you know, they got this whole self-love journey, bitch, and they burn it herbs or whatever the fuck they do. Bitch, I don't know. Whatever. Everybody just got that point in their life where they grow. And listen, let me tell you, I was so happy for her that she found that. She started working on her. Michael, is this nigga singing? Michael, don't interrupt me. Okay? Rude ass. Okay, so it got to a point where, you know, she found her self-love journey, and I was happy for her. I was cheering her on, but, you know, I just think that she didn't understand that I wasn't there yet. I was lingering in depression, and it's almost like she just couldn't handle it. So instead of her kind of like talking me out of it, or maybe like, okay, bitch, look, I can't deal with this right now. Like, I got this going. I ain't got time to worry about you. Like, it was just like, I'm going to just let you go. Like, I'm going to just leave you in the past. And listen, like I said, I have nothing against this person. That is fine. You grow apart from people. You know what I'm saying? We were at different points in our life. So I was just like, okay. You know, it's not like she messaged me and said, I don't want to be your friend anymore. She just stopped talking to me. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? We have to get over things. If people let us go, they let us go. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like this big fight, this big blowout, fallout. It was none of that. We just stopped talking. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, fast forward a couple of years later, I found out, you know, someone in her family passed away. I gave her a call, you know, and that was just that, you know, it just kind of ended there. But for me, it was like, oh my God, like, I don't think people realize how much they mean to you. My best friend was literally like my everything, yo. Like, I could call her and tell her anything and she would just understand. She would just get it. You know what I'm saying? So when we had that fallout, I was like, oh my God, like, yo, she really done with me, bro. Like, what the fuck did I do? Like, can you at least tell me what I did? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I never got that answer. And to this day, I'm still like, damn it. Like, yo, what the fuck did I do? You know, but like I said, we all make mistakes. We're human. And, you know, shit happens, you know, at the end of the day. So I just learned to move on from it and just wish her the best in her future and everything that she does. Thank you, Nadia. Thank you. Wish I could stay, but I'll be watching the replay. Okay, babe. Yes, I'll see you later. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, Flint, how you doing? Did I miss anybody else? Hey, Chantrice, Kamiko. I've been a Michael Jackson fan since 2009, and I love being a Michael Jackson fan. Period. So that was another thing, right? Now let me go back. So because like I said, it was the grandmother thing, the best friend thing, and the boyfriend thing. So I was in a relationship for like probably 5 years. Maybe 5.5 years. And oh boy, I was so like young-minded. Literally, like, just so young-minded. It's like everything was about my boyfriend, and like, girl, I ain't got time for you. I gotta go see my man. Like, my man need me, bitch. Like, I was that type of girl. Like, my man came before everything else. And, you know, I really do regret that because I missed so many moments with my family that I wish I didn't miss. You know, so many family pictures that I'm not in because I was so busy like chasing behind the sky. I can admit it. We all have been there. You know what I'm saying? So no bitch try to come for me, be shady in my motherfucking comments, bitch, because we all been there before, ho. All right. Anywho. So, I was just chasing behind him, and I was just like, I feel like the relationship was very toxic, and I didn't know how to love. He didn't know how to love. We were just so young, and it's just like all we knew is that we had these feelings for each other, but I feel like it was just like, it's like we're fucking just walking in a fucking clouds. Like, we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. You know what I'm saying? And like, that breakup was really hard for me. And I don't even want to give that nigga that much credit. I really don't, because it was about me. Like, the thing is, like, with the breakup, with the friendship, it was about me. It was about Gloria not knowing what she wants. You know what I'm saying? So I'm latching on and I'm attaching to these people who are ready to move on in their lives without me. And I didn't know how to handle that shit. I was just like, what the 5 years? Oh my god. And then my best friend, we were friends for over like 10 years. I'm like, bitch, you gonna throw away all these years? All these years? It was like I was so caught up with that. But let me tell you something. One thing I learned. When people walk out of your life, we've all heard this, right? When people walk out of your life, let them go. Okay? Let them go. God is taking them out of your life. God is taking them out because it's something that I don't want to say they are doing, but it's something about that relationship that is not healthy for you, that is gonna hold you back from achieving everything that you need to achieve and from being everything that you need to be. So if somebody want to walk away, let them go. Don't chase behind them. Don't do it. Do not do it to yourself. Okay? So, like I said, that's the video I could do later about the relationship thing, whatever. Because right now this is about Michael and how I came to Michael. So, those three things, the grandmother, the friend, the boyfriend, like I said, these are all like major attachments I had that I didn't realize until they were gone. Like, I was attached to coming home from school and seeing my grandmother and her making me smile and her making me laugh and not realizing how much happiness she brought into my life and taking her completely for granted. You know what I'm saying? So when she was gone, I was just like, oh, wait, where grandma? I came home from school. She ain't there no more. Like, she ain't there. I can't laugh. I can't joke. I can't have a good time. Everything's serious now. Now everything is serious. And I just was like, oh my God, this is boring. What a fucking boring life without my fucking grandmother. You know what I'm saying? And then my best friend, like, girl, every time I had a problem, I would call, girl, what's the hypotenuse divided by the polytheorem theorem, bitch? What the fuck does that mean? And she would tell me everything. My boyfriend, babe, my motherfucking car broke down on the motherfucking highway. Can you come get me? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I was just so used to doing that it's like, oh, wait a minute. Now I gotta figure all this shit out on my own. That's scary. Like, who wants to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, oh, this is a scary place to be, bitch. I gotta figure this shit out by myself. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So I think it was that too. And I could go on about these topics another day because it's honestly, it's not those. I don't want to sound mean. Those two relationships with my best friend and my ex-boyfriend, with my ex-best friend and my ex-boyfriend, that didn't break me. You know what I'm saying? If anything, it molded me to have that rhinoceros skin, to be tough, to say, okay, when I go in this situation with this friend, I'm gonna move this way, I'm gonna move that way. You know, you can't change people, you can't expect things from people. You know what I'm saying? People are going to hurt you, they are gonna disappoint you. Okay, so fast forward, this is around 2019, I started getting back into Michael. I started listening to Michael's music. And I never realized how healing his music was for me and how therapeutic it was. You know what I'm saying? So I felt, before I started to really get back into Michael, I felt so empty. I felt, and I know people have been through worse. Let me be very clear. Everybody handles things differently. And these are not major, besides my grandmother, these are not major events in my life. You know what I'm saying? These are the ones I'm just willing to share. And I know people have been through worse, right? But I'm a very emotional person. Like, everything hurts my feelings. I'm sorry. I'm just emotional. Okay? But at the same time, I will slap the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. Okay? So I didn't know how to process these things. I didn't know how to handle it. And there's a lot more with the relationship and with the friendship, man. There is so many details. And like I said, I could do that in another video. If y'all request it, I'm willing to share it. That led to me feeling like this, okay? So after all of this, I just felt so empty. I felt nothing. Nothing at all, y'all. Like, I was so empty. I felt like I was just dead. There was nothing left for me. Like, nothing. And I don't know why it got like that for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I still had family and I still had other friends. You know what I'm saying? I still had other friends. I had so many friends. But for some reason, losing my best friend was hard for me, and losing my boyfriend was like losing, oh, this is gonna sound bad. It was like losing my support system. I know, and that's fucked up. And maybe I didn't really love him the way I thought I did, but it was like losing my support system, losing my backbone, losing my crutch, because when Gloria couldn't deal with things on her own, she leaned on him. And that's just the truth. And I think it was also the same for him as well. We leaned on each other for shit. Money, conversation, whatever it was. So it's like I had to learn how to do things on my own. And that was kind of scary for me because I I don't want to sound like a spoiled brat, but like in relationships, I'm used to like getting catered to. Like, I'm just used to getting what I want. It is what it is. So it's like, oh, it's like when I broke up when we broke up, I didn't want to date anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't. I was like, ooh, what's this? Starting over? I don't know. This is too much. It's too much for me. What is that? A penis? No, get it away. I don't like that. What is that? I don't even want to see it. Okay. Bye. Okay. So, I was just good off of that. Friendships, making new friends, it was awkward for me. It's like, who are you? You're not my best friend. I can't tell you everything, bitch. I can't trust you. You know what I'm saying? And oh God, and that led to another strain of events, which I can't even talk about because bitches are so fucking crazy. If I talk about it, it's going to stir up some shit on social media. But that led to me making friends and thinking I can talk to them the same way I talk to my best friend. Like, I tell her everything. So when I made these new friends, I'm like, yeah, girl, I did it. And next thing you know, it's exposed in Kingofpopradio. And I'm just like, oh, I see what this is. I was used to this certain friendship dynamic. And when I felt like I had that with somebody, I would kind of treat them like I treated my best friend, like giving them all the tea and tell this, and that. And everybody doesn't deserve that from you because everybody's not going to be useful with it. You know what I'm saying? Some people going to take that and say, yeah, I'm going to use this just in case this bitch want to fuck with me. I got this screenshot or whatever. I got this recording because that's the new age we live in, is exposing everybody. And I forgot who the fuck I was. Not only am I Vixendagoddess, the rapper, but I'm King of Pop Radio also, the influencer. You know what I'm saying? So all this shit carried on. All of this shit carried on. But to sum it up, hey Dove, it's okay, babe. Hey Gigi, I'll catch up watching the replay. I know I'm just like, girl, you missing the tea. Okay, so all of this. Okay, so the grandmother died. The 5-year relationship, just ending horribly, and the friendship ending. I don't know what it was about those 3 things that just made me feel like nothing. It really did. And this is just my story. You know what I'm saying? I know maybe some people are like, oh, big fucking deal, whatever. Like, okay, you know, whatever. But this is my story, and I am confident and I am fine to talk about it. So those 3 events sent me into a depression where I felt so empty. I felt like nothing. I felt like I just did not want to be on earth. I felt like my spirit had left this earth, okay? And I started to listen to Michael's music again, and slowly but surely it started to uplift me. I started to watch his videos and just seeing everything Michael went through and just seeing how strong he was and how resilient that he was. It's like, I'm like, what the fuck am I complaining about? This man went through fucking hell, and he was just so positive and so strong. And it's like, even when people wanted to say, oh, Michael Jackson on drugs and he this, that, he was still one of the strongest people that I have ever seen to still get up. I'm sorry, y'all. Somebody called me. Can y'all still hear me? Can you guys still hear me? She said, fuck fake family, fuck fake friends, period. Anybody that's fake, they can eat shit. Okay, can y'all still hear me, guys? Are we still on the air? Thumbs up if we're still on the air. Y'all can still hear me fine. Thumbs up if you guys can still hear me. Okay, good. So like I said, just seeing how strong Michael was and how he endured everything. I'm like, oh God, I said, Gloria, what the fuck are you complaining about? What the fuck are you complaining about? This man has went through hell and back, and he is still able to get up and make beautiful music, inspiring music, and not selfish either. Music that wants to bring people together. Heal the world. We are the world. Songs like Cry. You know, I'm like, he still wants to be this. He still is this mass humanitarian after being dragged through the mud. What the fuck are you complaining about? And that started to slowly but surely pick me up, okay? And I'm going to tell you the songs that really helped me. Best of Joy, For All Time. What's another one? Obviously, Heal the World, Man in the Mirror. These songs picked me up. Like, I felt like, especially with Best of Joy, I felt like Michael was holding me, like just holding me and singing in my ear, like I am your joy, I'm your best of joy. Like, I don't know, y'all, like that is just how I felt. And there was so much comfort, and I really do feel like Michael's spirit is attached to his music, because when I tell you, I literally, like, at times I would just go to sleep at night and listen to the acapella right? I would have my headphones on and I would just listen to the acapella, and I would just feel like Michael put his arms around me, like it is gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? And those songs changed my life. And seeing Michael just thank God in everything he did brought me closer to God. And that's when I started to go to church and everything like that, just trying to build this relationship with God, because I'm like, man, Michael doesn't give himself credit. He never did. I mean, it's like, oh, don't ask me, ask God, ask the universe, whoever you believe, ask them, not me. You know, like he always thanked God. I'm like, wow, this guy is something else, you know. So it's like I just fell in love with his spirit and his energy. You know what I'm saying? He made me focus more on myself, and you know the things he said, like, don't ever let anybody tell you you can't do it. Don't ever let nobody tell you that. Like, I would just sit, you know, nights watching his videos, listening to his music, and not just his music videos, like listen to Michael talk and, you know, be inspirational. That changed my life. Um, Wait, hold on, y'all, because they playing. Okay, we can do this one. He has such a healing energy. Absolutely. Absolutely. I totally agree. Like I said, I felt like, especially for All Time and Best of Joy, I would listen to the acapella, and I'm telling you, like, it literally feels like, do it. I want y'all to do this one night. Put your headphones on, listen to Best of Joy acapella, or for All Time acapella. Put your headphones on, close your eyes. You are going to feel like Michael is wrapping his arms around you. Like, that is literally how it felt. And it lifted me up. It lifted me up. It lifted me up. And I really feel like defending Michael, because, you know, obviously after all this, then there was Leaving Neverland, and there was something in me that said, no, not him, not this guy that pulled me out of this pit. You know what I'm saying? Not him. You're not gonna do that to him. You know what I'm saying? And in my heart, in my spirit, I just knew Michael was innocent. You know what I'm saying? So I started to research and read and learn, and I was just like, oh yeah, well, I was right. He's innocent. He's innocent. I don't care. I don't need nothing else. He's innocent. So yes, I started to research all of that, and then that's when I started King of Pop Radio. So for those of you who don't know, King of Pop Radio means a lot more to me than just somewhere I come and do fan fictions. Okay, like, this is a place that kind of became home for me, became family for me. Um, you know, it's like my second family, and you know that's why certain things that has happened on here that, you know, I'm not ready to talk about, did hurt me so bad, because I'm like, damn, like, some of you guys I really did consider family, and I had fallouts with so many different people, and it's like, damn, bro, like, do you actually understand that we are family? Like, any drama aside, like, this is my second family. This is my home. This is where I'm comfortable at. Like Dove said yesterday, being a Michael Jackson fan is a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, King of Pop Radio means a lot more to me than just some place to gain followers or friends or whatever, you know, people think I'm doing. This is my second home. Okay? So yeah, that's how Michael Jackson saved my life, because well, let me be specific. Like I said, I felt dead, right? And I feel like if you embrace death, it will happen to you. So doing King of Pop Radio, I wanted more for myself. I wanted to grow. I wanted to expand. And funny thing is, one day, I should really title this "How Michael Jackson and God Saved My Life," because it's like tied into back to back. So I had this, you guys see this setup, but the setup I had in my other house was actually a lot more dope. A lot more dope than this, I feel, because it was more colorful, and I'm thinking about changing this. But so I was in my room one day, you know what I'm saying, surrounded by all of this Michael energy, and I literally, don't think I'm crazy, y'all. Don't think I'm crazy, but I just heard something shout at me. Like, it wasn't aggressive or anything like that, but it was like, move. And I was like, what? Child, hold on. Look, y'all niggas ain't gonna play with me. You got me fucked up, bitch. I was like, hold on. I'll fight all you spirits in here, bitch. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Like, girl, I was like, I'm not playing with you heavens. I'm not playing. I look at my Michael posters and shit. I was like, bitch, I know you fucking like. I said, Michael, you got me fucked up, nigga. Don't be yelling at me, telling me to move nowhere, nigga. Okay? So I ignored it. I was like, yeah, these niggas playing games, I said, who said that? Everybody in the house like, said what? I said, somebody said move. They said, girl, you crazy. I said, what? All right, well. So I'm minding my business again. Right? I hear it again. Move! I was like, I said, well, where am I supposed to go? Well, what do you want me to do? You just tell me to move very well. Right? So then I don't know. Like I interpreted that as I have to move my life. I have to get things going. And the next day I had a dream about my grandfather, who's also deceased. And in the dream, like I said, I at the time I felt so gone. Like, y'all don't understand how my spirit was dead. My spirit was dead. It's no other way to explain it. And in the dream, I hugged my grandfather, and he's dead. And one thing my mother always told me is that to never embrace death in a dream. So I interpreted everything that was going on as if you need to move with your life or you will die. Dramatic, I know, very dramatic, but that is how I interpreted all of this. And I'm telling you, between that, which I really feel like it was God telling me that I need to get my shit together. Like, girl, get it together. Like, I really felt like it was that. Like, stop being depressed, stop feeling empty, stop feeling like that, and get your stuff together. So I'm listening to all Michael's music now, girl. I'm listening to gospel and I'm listening to Michael. And I got up and I pulled my stuff together and I accomplished the things that I wanted to accomplish. Now, granted, I'm still not where I want to be, but I checked a lot of things off of my list. I got the dream car that I wanted. I got the dream apartment that I wanted. Is it hard being on your own? Yes. But I picked my fucking self up, you guys. And I will never let myself get like that ever again. To the point I feel just dead inside, you guys. Don't ever claim that. Don't ever embrace it. Don't ever just lay there and take it. Because there is so much more to life than feeling empty and alone and gone. There is so much more that God has for us. So much more. And anytime you feel like there isn't, just go outside and look up in the sky. Do you see that shit? What is that? This fucking starts and moves and shit, bitch. Is this even real? What is this? Okay, what is all of this? When you think about God, I'm going through such a rough time. Think about Michael. Think about the things that he was accused of, and he was still willing. He still was able to get up. He was still able to get up, make music, perform. We cannot ever let ourselves get like that, you guys, ever. So that is my story on how Michael saved my life and how God saved my life, I'm gonna change the title. So yeah, you guys, it was just his music, his presence. Like I really feel like Michael brought me into even wanting to embrace God and even wanting to learn about spirituality. Like I didn't even think about this shit before because that's how caught up I was in stuff that just didn't have no relevance. You know what I'm saying? And it's like Michael led me to that. He led me to go to my best friend is a minister. He led me to go to her church and say, hey, maybe you just need some words of encouragement. Maybe you need to know that you are not in this alone. I would get confirmation in church all the time. Okay, let me tell you something. I prayed about this stuff. I asked God, am I doing the wrong thing by supporting Michael? I asked him these questions. And one time when I was in church, they literally started singing, I'll Be There. That's not a Christian song. That's not a church song. But they started playing it. They started singing it. My pastor mentioned Michael so many other times. Like he would just randomly mention Michael at church. And not only that, my pastor also worked with him. So it's just like, it's crazy to me how everything kind of fell in line and was connected, you know? So I'm gonna read you guys' comments. Michael is the definition of strength, forgiveness, and love. And proud to say I look up to him. He's my example. Exactly. Hashtag look to you. Yes. I felt like that with Will You Be There? Yes, that's another song. Will You Be There? Absolutely. Hey Tyler, how you doing, babe? Kingofpopradio is like Neverland for Michael, your safe haven. Oh, thank you. Something you build from your heart with love. Exactly. Right. Not dramatic. Not dramatic at all. That was a direct message for you to move onto something else. And here you are. By the way, I read somewhere when you dream of deceased relatives or people, they're actually in the room. That makes sense. And that could have been like my grandfather saying, baby girl, like, you need to get it together. Okay. Look over you. Your mom is right. Never embrace death in your dream. Right. Exactly. Yeah. That's what I heard. You're never supposed to embrace death in your dream. So when I hugged my grandfather, I think that was me just saying, I'm going to let this all go. And that maybe I wanted to die at the time. I don't know. I'm not trying to be dramatic. I'm just trying to analyze the dream. Because I hugged him in the dream. And I know, like, there's other times I've dreamt of my grandfather and I didn't hug him in the dream. I would just be like, okay, granddad, I love you so much. You know what I'm saying? And I kept my distance. So I kept asking myself, why was it that this time I embraced him? You're not supposed to do that. I agree. It's definitely something out there. Right. So I'm like, why is it that this time I embraced him, you guys? So, and then, like I said, I heard that move and I don't know. I don't even know where I came up with the money. I don't know how, but I just started to do shit I never did before. I flew to Vegas by myself. You know, I went to MJ1, saw if this was something that I truly want to embrace Michael this way? It's like I was afraid. Because I'm like, yeah, I love him, but damn, do I want everybody to know I love him? You know, is people gonna think I'm crazy? Is they gonna think I'm crazy if I just put it all out there like that? Just let the world know? And then it's like, I was like, girl, fuck that. They gonna know I love him today. They is gonna know I love him today. You know what? Let me wear this shirt proudly. I'm not gonna be shy because listen, y'all, I know I got this big personality, but I'm also very shy. So it's like, do I want people in my business? And then it's like I just flew out to Vegas. I went to MJ1, and you know, those of you who remember, or you know, if you know, you know, if you were there, you were there, and you remember me getting on the live. Like, girl, I was ready to drag these people. They removed Michael's statue. I was telling them about themselves. Like, girl, I was like, we're not gonna do this. You're not gonna be taking his statue down. That's what we're not gonna do. Okay. And like I said, Instagram, deleted my live. They deleted my account. Okay. So y'all not gonna see a lot of this stuff. But all of this was on my account, from 2-3 years ago. So, anywho, to sum it up, Michael Jackson, God saved my life. Michael Jackson brought me to God, and God saved my life. And Michael Jackson saved my life. They're really tied together because if it wasn't for Michael thinking God in every message, I would not have went to that church. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for his inspirational music, I would have felt empty. I wouldn't have been able to get up and pull myself together. But I did because of Michael. Okay? And that's just on period. Just like Michael is my reason. Man, I don't want to sound like a crazy fan, but Michael is my reason for just being sometimes, you guys. Like, I know it sounds kind of bizarre, but it's like, it's so much hurt out here. And when I think about Michael's life story and everything, sometimes I'm like, I'm just happy to just be, and I'm just happy that I could just wake up and listen to his music and feel. And when I'm sad and I need encouragement, I could just turn him on, and his spirit is just uplifting. I'm happy that I love somebody who did put God first in their life. Like, I'm happy that I'm not in love with like a demonic celebrity. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're a child, some of these celebrities, they worship the devil, child. We ain't gonna get into that. But you know what I'm saying? I'm in love with somebody who actually really truly loved God, who wanted to spread God's message and love the children and help the children help. And when he said the children, it wasn't just children, you guys. He's talking about the children of the world, God's children. I hope y'all realize that. You know what I'm saying? So it's much deeper, and I'm so grateful to be a part of the normal fandom. Okay? Um, I feel like that was your way of letting go. I had that when my father passed away. He kept coming in my dreams, sat on my bed, and the last time I felt something touch my leg, like a cold chill, oh child, I woke up crying, looking around, and and he vanished. It never happened again. So in a way, that was the closure. Yes. Oh wow. Oh my God. Exactly. Wow. 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 That's crazy. You guys, I do want to have some call-ins, but I do have to go into work, so we could do a part 2 to this. I'll probably do a part 2 tomorrow. Sometime early in the day. So thank you guys for joining, um and I hope everybody can understand what I'm saying. I know it's kind of all over the place, but just to sum it all up, Michael changed my life and he saved me. He really did. He pulled me out of a pit when I felt so empty inside, when like I said, you guys, I felt dead. I don't know if you've ever felt like that, but it's just nothing there. It's like I woke up, okay, cool. I wouldn't have mind if I didn't wake up. Like, that is literally how I felt, you guys. So I do think Michael, I think his energy, I think I love him so much. And like I said, I'm just happy that I love a celebrity who put God first in his life and who thanked God in everything that he did. So I love you guys so much. Have a great night. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Share this video with your friends. Tell me your experience in the comments. Like, tell me a time that you felt like Michael saved you. Drop it in the comments. Let's get the discussion popping. Okay, you guys? So I love you guys so much and have a wonderful night. Goodbye.